Hello, and yeah, we're on. Good afternoon. I don't know. Cut. Yeah, hello and welcome back to Adzi Rides. And currently we are just getting out in this lovely sunshine. I've already been out this morning, but went home and picked my pillion up. She's here again. And yeah, I think we're just going to go a little ride out towards into Derbyshire, and I think, God, he's happy, and head up to Ashbourne and Dovedale and just have a little ride around there, just while it's nice and sunny. But yeah, the topic today is what they're doing. Cake shed. Ooh, love a bit of cake. Always like a pick your own. Yeah, I just wanted to go through kind of my YouTube inspirations and, you know, reasons why I wanted to start to do videos. And the first reason really why I wanted to start videos was because I like trying to entertain and you know, giving helpful advice where I can, and also a bit of, you know, getting me out on the bike a bit more as well, which is only a good thing. But also, you know, to try and just help the newer rider, or even the rider who is kind of looking for the next step in their journey. Something here. But yeah, there's loads of little smaller reasons. So but yeah, I do follow, and I have followed quite a few sort of motor vloggers for a while. I think most notably probably 44 Teeth. Oh my god, pothole. 44 Teeth. And I first found them because they actually reviewed an old bike I had, and I kind of went and found them for that, and then I just stayed because they are very, very, very entertaining, and they do a lot of, they take the older bikes, you know, they do a budget bike battle, so they go places and they pick, you know, a budget, £2,000-3,000, something like that, and they take the bike and they just go wherever they're planning on going. I think the last one was, do you know what, I can't even remember. Oh, they went to Morocco and they bought I think a GSXR, Aprilia, and was it an R1, something like that. And it's so funny, and they do like a cinema event, so you can go watch it at the cinema, and you know, they're all there, and they've got like a Q&A at the end, and it is, yeah, they're very, very funny. But another one who I enjoy following is the Missenden Flyer, and I've not been following for the longest time, so I've never seen his actual early videos where he's flying, but his bike reviews, you know, and his touring and things like that are very informative and very interesting as well, to be fair, and very likeable person. And to be honest, all the YouTuber vloggers and people I follow are very likeable people, I suppose. Similar to Chopsy, Lamb Chops Rides. Yeah, decent bloke and good reviews. Also, he's got some nice bikes himself. I know I'm going to forget some. There's a couple in America. There's a guy called Chris Moore Mafia. He does a lot of dyno, sort of drag racing, drag bikes, but very, very interesting, because a lot of the dyno stuff, he'll put a new bike on and it will show you how much restrictions straight from the factory a bike comes with. And so when he's putting it through the dyno, the amount of power that is unlocked it's very surprising. And if you're not really clued up on things like that and these Euro 5 plus emissions laws and the restrictions placed on bikes, it's quite interesting and quite frustrating, because how much of a bike, if you're paying 15, 20, 35, £40,000 for a bike and you're expecting it to be a 200 horsepower machine and weapon, and you're getting, if it's on the bucket 200 brake and you're getting 150, it's a bit frustrating. And that's because it's just purely the restrictions. And he shows you, what you can do about it, and having it dynoed and can remove those restrictions. Yeah, there's another guy in America, Fastlane D, Dylan. He has all the exotic, nice sports bikes. I think this car wants a race. Yeah, Fastlane D, he has all the nice sports bikes, the BMW S1 M1000 RR, and he's recently bought the Ducati Panigale, the Lamborghini edition, and I think he paid about $70,000, and he's already thinking about changing bits, which if you saw my last video about my unpopular opinions about people with bikes, that was one of him, changing things out as soon as they've got the bike. But like I say, it's just personal preference. Yeah, he's a good entertainer. He's got over 1 million subs, but I think he's living in Florida, so it's perfect weather 99% of the year, and really good editing as well. But I don't really, just trying to think of others. There's loads of small motovloggers that I do come across and watch as well. But I know username Kate as well. She's been doing it a while, and now her fella's on board doing reviews, and I like to watch the launches as well in these, all these different countries, Portugal and Cyprus and Greece and whatever. And I tell you what, that would be a nice goal. Yeah, there's another guy, Nevesy. He does a lot of Q&A's. He works for Motorcycle News, I think he does, and he does a lot of reviews, and yeah, very informative, entertaining. But he does a lot of, I don't know if he was an ex-racer, so he knows all the the tyres for the track and suspension setups and things. And yeah, I think it's a very mixed sort of mixed bag of what they all do. So some are reviews, some are just some are testing, some are reviews, some are just just buying really nice bikes and just riding them, you know, doing bike meets and things like that. And yeah, that's you know, in a nutshell, they're just a few. I think yeah, there's English biker Dan. Yeah, and there's a guy called Motor Andy who he's got a Kawasaki Versys. I think, I don't know if he's from, I don't know if he's Dutch or somewhere around there. I'm not sure. But yeah, he's a good smaller YouTuber. I say smaller, I mean smaller than the others, not smaller. He's got a good following. Yeah, that was it really. I just wanted to run through sort of who I look up to, who I look out for the videos, and who I just enjoy watching, because there's a lot out there and a lot of, you know, clever, interesting, entertaining people. So yeah, we'll carry on our merry way to into Derbyshire. And yeah, if there's any other motor vloggers you enjoy watching, just drop it down in the comments and I'll have a look. So yeah, if you want to see any more, just click on other videos. I bring out, I try and bring out 2 or 3 a week now. Just try and build up the following. And yeah, summer's nearly here, biking weather is here, so take care guys, and I'll see you in the next one.